What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So let's break down this weigh-in. The official weigh-in tonight at about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, you'll get the ceremonial weigh-in. And about 6 p.m. West Coast time, you'll get the ceremonial weigh-in. But the official weigh-in, as you see here, that took place this morning, 9 a.m. this morning. Both guys weighed in at 167.5. Now, let's break down this weigh-in and what we can take from what we see from both guys' physique. What we see from the naturally bigger guy who has competed at 168 right here, and 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and reigning undisputed super middleweight, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has a record of 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. Shockingly, Canelo Alvarez comes in. Now, I'm not shocked that he's 167.5 because that's about the limit is 168. So he's close to what he naturally would weigh in at. But his physique has changed from his last few fights. And his well-renowned trainer and future Hall of Fame trainer, Eddie Reynoso, he stated that the game plan is to be able to cut the ring off on Terrence Crawford, to be able to deal with Terrence Crawford's speed and counter punches and angles, to be quicker, and to be able to knock Terrence Crawford out within 6 or 7 rounds, right? So they didn't want to come in with the mass, and they don't plan to rehydrate very high. They plan to rehydrate, according to Eddie Reynoso, he doesn't want to rehydrate more than 10 to 15 pounds. So he wants to keep it very light, which means that Canelo Alvarez would come in about 183 max, right? So they want him to be elusive. Terrence Crawford, as you see his physique, Terrence Crawford has more muscle density. Reason being is because Terrence Crawford did not bulk up, okay? Contrary to popular belief, many people believe that Terrence Crawford was bulking up to 168, when in reality, he just cut down to 168 from his natural walking around weight about 180 pounds, according to his team. So he just dropped 12 pounds and just was allowed to keep his muscle mass. A lot more muscle mass, a lot more density. Not a lot of mass, okay? He's not bulky. He's still very lean, but his muscle density is deeper. What can we take away from this is that Canelo Alvarez's physique, as you see there, is a lot more softer than in the past. Which begs the question, because we know Terrence Crawford is a big puncher. Can Saul Canelo Alvarez absorb Terrence Crawford punches is something that people are not talking about, because Canelo Alvarez historically has a granite chin, very durable, and we never really seen him hurt outside of the fight with Miguel Cotto's brother some years ago. But with this physique and Terrence Crawford's power, the rubber could meet the road, and for the first time we could see Canelo Alvarez seriously hurt and showing. He usually has a poker face, but this time we could see him showing that he's hurt. He got hit big punches from Triple G. I'm sure he was hurt, but he didn't show it. What can we take away from Terrence Crawford's physique is that he should be able to sustain his stamina throughout 12 rounds if need be. That's the question mark. The question mark for Terrence Crawford is, how will he deal with the size and the strength of Canelo Alvarez, and can he, when he add that weight on, can he move around and carry the weight for 12 rounds without fatiguing? If you look at his physique, it's very lean, not very bulky. So I don't think he's going to fatigue. And when you look at Canelo Alvarez's physique, he's very softer, which lets you know the game plan essentially for both guys is that Terrence Crawford wants to stand his ground a lot more than people expect, and Canelo Alvarez wants to cut the ring off a lot better than people expect. So I think that they both answered some questions that people have had. But one thing is that I can't understand why Canelo Alvarez would give away the one advantage everybody talks about that he has, which is the size and the strength. He gave that away. He's not going to have that in this fight. And he don't plan to have that. He just wants to be quicker. Either which way, this is going to be an epic night of boxing between two first ballot Hall of Famers once they retire. I can't wait. But what y'all think about this weigh-in? Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word, I'm gone. Peace.